Good morning. Good morning. It's Mr. Elmhorst with the math lesson. We're going to take a look at lateral area and total surface area, but focusing on just the words surface area. So you can find the area of 3D shapes, area all around the shape with a simple formula by finding the area of the sides. And the sides of a 3D shape, we're going to call those lateral. And we're going to find the area of the sides, and that's going to be lateral area. And the area of the bases. Okay, so within the 3D shape, if we cut this three-dimensional shape down the vertices, and then we fold it out, we would get a net. So this is an example of a three-dimensional shape cut out and folded flat, and then this is the net that represents the 3D shape. So the 3D shape is going to be named by the base shape. So this one, we're just going to use this rectangular prism. We're going to focus on this bottom area. We're going to call this the base. And the prism is going to have a parallel and perpendicular congruent shape on the other end. Okay, so how do we find the area all the way around the sides and then the top and the bottom, or in other words, the bases? Well, one easy way to do it is to find the perimeter around that base. So we're going to find the perimeter and then we multiply by the height instead of doing each side individually. So if this is 5 over here, indirect measure, that's 5, and this is going to be 4, 4, 5, 5. So we add those together to get the perimeter, 5, 10, 14, 18. Okay, so we got the perimeter of the shape is 18, and then we use the height all the way around. We use the height to find the area of just the sides. So that's the height. And so the simple formula is, for the lateral area, the sides is going to be perimeter times height. We got 18 times 7 will give you the area of all the sides. So 7 times 8 is going to give us 56. 7 times 1 is 7, plus 5 is going to be 12. So the lateral area, and I'm just going to shade this all in now. So all the way around the sides, the lateral area is going to be 126 inches, and that's area, so it's going to be inches squared. So I used pink for perimeter, and I'm going to use blue for the base. So now we need to find the base area, and the dimensions to get this one, we need to just multiply 4 times 5. So the base area is going to be 4 times 5, and the bottom is also going to have, we're going to have the top also. So then we multiply this area times 2. So 4 times 5, and then we multiply that by 2. So that's going to give us the base area. The bases area is going to be 2 of them. So 4 times 5 is 20. 20 times 2 is 40. So how do we find the total surface area? So now we have the lateral surface area, we have the base area, and now we just put them together. So there's your lateral surface area, perimeter times height, that's 126. And then we have 2 times the bases, which is 40. And we could line them up over here if you need to. So that's going to give us a total surface area, or just the surface area of this three-dimensional shape, is going to be 166. So I'm just going to label this SA 166 and that's going to be inches squared. All right, that's our first example. So notice we're going to be doing two different areas. We're finding the lateral area and then the area of the bases if we need the total surface area. So lateral area, base area, and then if we need to put them together for all of the area, then we just add those two different things. Okay, so let's take a look at this here one. Now the net is going to look a little confusing. For the prism, you're going to have two shapes that you need to determine are the base. So if we folded it up together, this base would be on bottom, and then it would fold, and this flip would be on top. All right, so let's just focus on this one. So using indirect measure, we need perimeter around this base. So that this is going to be 8. And then if this is 6 over here, then we got 6. So we got the perimeter going all around. So 8 and 8 is going to be 16. And then 6 and 6 is 12. So we're going to have a perimeter of 24 centimeters. Right, I think I said 24. We're going to have a perimeter of 28 centimeters. Okay, now after we find the perimeter of this base, if we folded these up, now this is going to be the height. So side, 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 and then the top. So the height of this prism is going to be 4 centimeters. And in order to find the lateral surface area, this one, this one, this one, so all of the sides, in order to find those, we're going to multiply perimeter times height. So we got 28 times 4. 4 times 8 is going to give us 32. 4 times 2 is 8 plus 3. 4 times 2 is 8, 9, 10, 11. So we got the lateral area, which is all of the sides, and that's area, so it's going to be squared units. Okay, now I'm going to switch to blue for the bases. And we need to find this area. And that is, we have 6 times 8. 6 times 8, and then we have 2 of them. So we have the bottom, and then we have the top. We're going to multiply that by 2. So 6 times 8 is going to be 48. And then 48 times 2. So 2 times 8, 16, carry the 1. 2 times 4 is 8, plus 1 is 9. So the base area for both the bottom and the top, the bases area is going to be 96 centimeters squared. Oh, I noticed I didn't do this over here. Inches squared. There we go. So now we take that information, the lateral area, which is 112 centimeters squared, and then 96 centimeters squared. Now we're going to add them together. So the area of the sides and then the area of the two bases will go together for the total surface area, or just surface area. So we're going to put it up here. Surface area is equal to, we have 112 plus 96. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so we should have a total surface area of 208 centimeters squared. Okay, it looks like we're doing good. We got 208 centimeters squared for the surface area, which is the lateral area and the bases area together. Okay, now the last shape here, whenever you're going to have a triangular prism, so with the triangular shape, if you have congruent opposite ends, that triangle is always going to be your base when you're looking at a congruent opposite end three-dimensional figure. So this triangle moves over there going towards the other triangle, so it's going to be congruent going across. So we need the perimeter of this base going across to find the lateral surface area. So looking at the perimeter, we have 4, 5, 3. So 4 plus 5 is 9, plus 3 is 12. So we got the perimeter of the base is 12 centimeters. And then the height of this prism is going to be 8 centimeters. And what we're doing is we're multiplying and we're getting all of these side areas, the lateral area of this three-dimensional shape. Now, I know it's not sitting on its base, but whenever we're looking at a three-dimensional shape and it's a prism, if you got a triangle, then that triangle is going to be your base, and then it's going across to the other triangle. So we got 8 times 12, which is going to give us 96 centimeters squared, and that's for the lateral or the side area. I'm going to switch to blue for the base. Now we need to find the area of the bases. So the area of the bases, we need a base times height for that shape. So it's going to be 3 times 4. 3 times 4. And because it's a triangle, the triangle, we need to divide that by 2. And then we have 2 of these. I'm going to shade in just to represent the other base over here. And we have 2 triangles, so we need to multiply that by 2. So the triangular base, finding the area of the triangle, dividing by 2, and then having 2 base areas, those are just going to cancel each other. So the base's area is going to be 3 times 4, which is 12 centimeters squared for both of those triangles together. Now we put it all together for the surface area. We have 96 plus 12. So 90 plus 10 is going to be 100. 8 plus 2, or 6 plus 2 is going to be 8. 108 centimeters squared. And we can just make a note up here for the surface area for this triangular prism is going to be 108 centimeters squared. All right, so once we get to the mastery practice, we just really need to focus on this formula where we're looking for lateral area, bases area, and then answering the question, do we just need the lateral area or do we need the total surface area? Okay. Go ahead and glue that into your journal, and then please get started with the mastery practice in Schoology.